Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Yvonne. It's Jerry. So I'm ready to get busy with your reading. And so this is real interesting. So you have a web series, and you have some questions about what to do with it, which direction to go in, and what sources to use, and so on. And it's good you made it all related to your career and stuff, but really question number 3 is actually more than just one question. Just saying, I could have done a whole reading out of question number 3. But I think the best course of action for that one will be using the pendulum. So we're going to go ahead and start with the first question, which is, are you on the right track with your web series? So we've got, look at that, you got the door to value, okay? So you are, well, yes, you're on the right track if you're looking to get a good return in financially, and I feel like value also indicates having to do with, just feeling good about yourself, feeling like you're really creating and being productive and doing something that you truly love, and it gives you a sense of fulfillment and also abundance. And so door to value is about new beginnings in finances and career. So perhaps a new opportunity is totally unexpected, or perhaps it's something you've been working forward for quite a while. And either way, it's time to keep your eyes open for this new beginning to appear in your life. Know that anything that you achieve may be open to you now, and remain conscious and creative and get ready to step through that door. So some exciting times ahead for you. All right, so let's find out, how do you need to handle your director? And then we have Queen of Swords. I'll just lay them all out. You got the Page of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Hermit, Ace of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. All right, so the Queen of Pentacles right away makes me think, either you're dealing with somebody who's very serious-minded or very straightforward or very edgy or kind of to the point, or this is how you need to approach them. It's important to be direct and honest, and not lie, or even have any sort of don't try to spin a tail and try to pull the wool over this person's eyes, kind of thing, because they can see for themselves. They're intelligent enough to know what's going on. So don't use any kind of form of trickery or flattery or anything like that. But that being said, the form of expressing, you can be honest and direct and truthful, but with a kind way of going about it. And it's funny because recently I did a reading and it talked about honesty. And honesty is, there is such thing as brutal honesty. Well, brutal honesty is not even considered, according to this card, it's not considered real honesty, because brutal honesty is kind of it's a manipulative, right? It can be used as a harmful thing. So this person doesn't need you to be brutally honest. They just need you to be honest, and honest in a sincere, kind way, because that's how you come across more authentic, as when you have a kind approach to your style, right? And when that happens, you're going to get this really beautiful flow of energy between you. This is a give and take. It's a balance. It's reciprocity. It's you getting whatever you give, and so this is Pentacles, so it's talking about finances, but in a symbolic sense too. I think it's talking about in relationships with others, you're going to have a nice balance and a nice flow back and forth with your communication. That's another key thing too, is listen. Not only talk, but listen. Be a good listener. So listen to the person, to the director, and then speak when it's your, when you feel it's the right moment to speak. Don't interrupt, that kind of thing. So you have this really beautiful flow back and forth in your communications. And so, and I say also stick with the material at hand. Don't veer off course or veer off into multiple subject matters. Stick with the subject that you that you want to address with your director. So then this could be your director, or it could be part of their personality, or it could be an influence or energy here. But it's kind of this bit of old school. There's in this, the Hierophant's about order and religion and rules and etiquette. And so there's sort of this etiquette that you have to follow, this sort of proper procedure kind of thing. So, just whatever you do, make sure you follow the rules, the right procedure, and of going about things, whatever is part of the procedures in addressing things, then follow those procedures. Whatever is part of your procedure for submitting things, or moving through your process of this, of your filmmaking or whatever it is you're doing, this process that you're doing. It's best if you do it. Make a nice list, a to-do list, to make it orderly. Just be orderly about it. The Hierophant also is about order and those kind of things, but he is the spiritual thing. So some of this is using your intuition. So you are going to be divinely guided. It's like a divine is there helping you along, and you'll feel sort of messages coming into you just intuitively as if the angels are speaking to you, or if your higher self. Because so the Hierophant's really kind of your higher self speaking to you, and you're just going to know what to do at the right moment, and that's good. And then we have the Hermit, which is kind of like stepping back. So occasionally you'll have to step back and assess situations, and but always with kind of a loving heart. And there's kind of maybe a sense of shyness going on here, which is completely fine because it's authentic. It's not nobody being pushy, nobody being I feel like this is kind of the way somebody sees you. Maybe that you have an authentic quality about you. And maybe somebody here is a Virgo, maybe somebody here is a Taurus, so that's something. And then we have the Ace of Cups. It's just like, there's a lot of outpouring of love here, Somebody is very impressed with you. Somebody's, really, really thinks that you've got amazing talent or amazing ideas or amazing... This is kind of like also the beginning of something new that you just love so much. It's just kind of like you're going to put your heart and soul into this new endeavor because it's going to be meaningful to you. And so the King of Pentacles is this is the person that has everything, the wealthy person, the practical person, maybe somebody who's ready to invest. Maybe this could be about awards and achievements, ready to give the awards kind of thing. Or maybe this is about presenting the awards. Like you said, presenting your your stuff to the Emmys. All right, so now we're going to move on to your next group of questions. All right, so your next group of questions is about your sources for backing. So you have EM. I was going to, let me go ahead and see if we get any letters for you. Oh. Okay, so you have, here's some letters for you. But the EM didn't come out right away, which would have given me a straight direct answer, but we're going to use the pendulum. So the pendulum goes to the right for yes and to the left for no. And so I'm going to ask the questions. So for Yvonne, what should her sources for backing be? How about EM? Yes or no? So clockwise is yes and counterclockwise is no, and it's saying yes. So it likes EM. What about for Indiegogo? Yes or no? It's not. It's saying no for Indiegogo, so no. Okay. I'll write those down. Well, I'll get to. Okay, so it liked yes for EM and no for Indiegogo. How about yes or no for Kickstarter? It looks like yes for Kickstarter. Okay. And then you want to know is, should I get a teaser done and approach other people you have in mind? So how about a teaser to approach other people that Yvonne has in mind? So yes, a teaser. Okay. And I will pull some cards, but I'm going to go ahead and use the pendulum also to ask about submitting to the Emmys when you have a couple of episodes. So I'm just going to start with one and then say two. Should Yvonne submit one episode for Emmys? Okay, nope. Should Yvonne submit 2 episodes for Emmys? It's saying yes. So 2 or more sounds good. And yes, you should do that. Okay, so now let's do a few more cards on about the Emmys and anything else Spirit has to say to you about the whole process. I'm going to use the angels and ancestors. We got the Traveler and the Stag, the Stag is like the king of the jungle. Well, not the jungle, the king of the forest. So that's like having leadership qualities and abilities. The Traveler is saying move in a new direction. So some of these ideas that you're having, you're going to start to implement them. So let's read about the Traveler. Welcome any opportunities to travel. So travel as well, either to the outer world or to your inner worlds. So this is the road that you're on, may be the road less traveled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for your emotional and spiritual growth. So you asked if you're on the right track, and it looks like you are. If it isn't about covering outer distance, it's about covering distance within, and you will be evolving every single moment of it. Remember to keep things simple and to lighten your load, because that will make your journey more enjoyable. You are also being encouraged to see how far you've come and how you've really grown as a person, because this recognition will support you in going even further. And there's a good chance that along the way you'll make new friends who will become companions for a lifetime. Very nice. And so let's see what the stag has to say. So the stag is a messenger. The stag actually is in the warriors section of this. So there's three sections. There's the warriors, there are the elders, and there are the messengers or guardians. And the stag is in the warrior section. So this kind of might tell you how to approach things, like fake it till you make it. Like, what you're doing. You know what to do, and don't have doubts in yourself, because you've got this under control. So come alive and thrive. Stand in your light and glory with grace and majesty. So trust in all that you have to offer, all your gifts, strength, and power, and make the most of it. You were born to lead, and this can only become a reality when you're willing to put yourself in that position. The stag energy allows you to feel safe because the antlers keep away anything that could interfere with your intelligence and presence, and their strength give you power to be agile in your thinking. You are being encouraged to retain your dignity and be proud of who you are and all that you've accomplished. This, in turn, will give you even more power to thrive. Onwards and upwards. Very nice. So that is really cool. So let me see with the Kipper what some final messages might be, to see if you should actually submit your work, your episodes for the Emmys or anything else. And oh, look at that, you got wealthy man, so that's a good start. That could be this guy, somebody who is going to support you in this. And expectations. So something is going to be on its way. So don't go into feelings of doubt and despair, because you have this support. You don't want to go there, because then you attract that. Remember, you're the stag. You don't want to go to that place. While you're waiting and expecting things, don't let your thoughts turn dark. Keep your head up, onwards and upwards. There's going to be some change. And you'll receive a gift. So some kind of incoming gift here. Let's see. I'll try. And the Lovers wanted to pop out twice here. So maybe they're out of all of this, you'll receive some kind of romantic Maybe some kind of romantic situation will also develop out of this. And you have community. So what you're doing is going to affect the community in a good, positive way, like a gift towards the community. It's love. It's something that you really enjoy doing. You got the doves here, and you're going to have the support here. So just be sure to keep your head up high and know that you're protected. You have these antlers of protection. Nobody can get you down, kind of thing. And your travel is highly, and also the car talks about traveling as well, and trying new things and implementing some of these ideas that you have. And one doesn't work, don't get down about it. Try something else. Just keep trying over and over and over again. And don't get down about anything, because Spirit is saying that you are on, the right track to prosperity, and going to have definite backing behind you. All right, so I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.